In this video, I'm going to show you my top 3 favorite blues turnarounds. Here it goes. Hey guitarists, this is Mike from Guitar Essentials. And in this lesson, I'm going to show you 3 blues turnarounds in a blues in E, and then I'm going to transpose them to a different key so you can see how to move them around to play it in any key you want. So the turnaround in a blues or 12-bar blues happens on the last 2 measures. So every one of these will start with the 1 chord of the blues you're in, and we're going to start each one learning it in a blues in E. So we're going to hit the 1 chord, which is E or E7, and then it's going to end on the 5 chord, which is B or B7. All right, so let's get started with number 1. Now when I go into that shuffle, that's the first measure of the blues progression. So what we're doing here is we're hitting an E7 chord. That's our second finger on the 5th string, 2nd fret, and first finger on the 3rd string, 1st fret. Then we take that second finger and on the 3rd string, slide. You could slide from nowhere, but for now, let's slide from the 2nd fret to the 4th fret. Put your 3rd finger on the 1st string, same fret. And you could pick each note or you could hybrid pick it, where you pick, use your middle finger, pick, then you just move down chromatically, 1 half step, another half step, and end with 1 and 0, or you could hit all 3 strings. Then on the 5th string, 0, 1, 2. A, B flat, B. Form your B7 chord. And you can just go right back to the E chord. Now you could do some strumming. Or you can grab that G note as well. The B7 chord is fairly easy. You stack your 2nd, 3rd, and 4th finger on the 2nd fret on strings 5, 3, and 1, and then put your 1st finger on 1st fret of the 4th string. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to transpose it to another key. So that way you can see how it works with closed position, meaning there's no open strings. So we're going to take a G7 chord, we're in a blues in G. Now use your 2nd finger from that and move it up to the 7th fret. So it's the same concept that we did on the 4th fret, now on the 7th fret. Now we end with 2nd finger on 4th fret, and then put your 1st finger on the 3rd fret, 1st string. You could also do the triad 4, 3, 3, G triad. Then on the 5th string, frets 3, 4, 5, fingers 1, 2, 3. And then we form this C-shaped D7 chord. Back to G7. You could also do where you grab that B flat note with the 4th finger. So for the G7 chord, you borrow all 6 strings, then put your 3rd finger down, 5th fret, 5th string, and 2nd finger down on 4th fret, 3rd string. The D7 chord is like a C chord shape and you add your 4th finger, but I'll spell it all out for you. So 3rd finger goes to 5th fret, 5th string, 2nd finger to 4th fret, 4th string, fourth finger to 5th fret 3rd string, and first finger to 3rd fret 2nd string. Now the second turnaround we're going to do, we're going to start with that E7 chord, and we're going to move up to the 4th position, so that same shape just goes up. So our first finger's on the 4th fret, second finger's on the 5th fret. And we arpeggiate strings 5, 3, and 1. Move it, and you could also use your middle and ring finger in hybrid pick. Now remember, when you're ending, you could end with that G, back into E chord, back into a shuffle, however you want to do it. So now we're going to transpose that one to a blues in A. So we start with our A7 chord, just like that G7 we did, but now we're at the 5th fret. Now we're going to use our 3rd finger as a guide and go up to the 10th fret. Our first finger is going to go on the E note, which is 9th fret of the 3rd string, and our pinky is going to go on the A note, 10th fret of the 2nd string. So that A is your root. Now you're going to keep your pinky there the whole time, and you're going to then move to these fingers, 2 and 1, on the same 5th and 3rd string. Now we're on frets 9 and 8. Move down 1 fret. And this one's kind of a stretch where we hit them all together. And then we go up on the 5th fret, 5, 6, 7. Chord shape E7. And then we're back to A. Or you could go. And our final turnaround is going to sound like this. All right, so we're hitting our E7 chord. Then we do this walk up, 0 or 6 string open, 4th fret, 5th fret, 6th fret, 7th fret. And then I use my first finger and walk up 5, 6, 7. And then we have the B7 chord, which is 7th position. And then we can just use those 2 fingers and slide back down to E7. Now, you could just do the 1 finger shuffle on that if you want. Let's transpose that one to a blues in B flat. All right, so we're in the 6th position. Then we move our first finger up to the 10th fret, and we just do that walk up. Then 11, 12, 13. That's an F7 chord, back down to B flat. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And if you want free charts of chords, scales, and exercises, check out the link down below in the description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next lesson.